Non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots will live in the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Yo, we're back. We're fucking back. Doing this again. Happy Wednesday? Thursday? Wednesday. What's up? Well, it's Wednesday, I think.
That's right. It is Wednesday.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Good to see you guys. Joe, good to see you. Henry.
Yep.
Good
Hi.
just good.
That is good. That is
That's
him? Okay.
fucking wild, dude.
I'm coming. I'm coming to you from heaven. I've transcended and ascended. So
It's like
nice out here.
it's like a glaucoma simulator.
If only
Yesterday, just like out that way, the other way, I was like doing some carpet for somebody, like upholstering some platforms for him, and I watched a car hit a baby deer.
Oh.
And pushed him across the road like a hockey puck, and I went out
Shit.
to administer first aid to the deer who he didn't make it.
Damn. Did you actually give him like CPR?
no, he had sex with it is what he did.
No.
That's
I'm an animal lover. I would not do that. I went out.
that's exactly what I was saying.
He was going through some death throes. I didn't know. I thought like sometimes they get hit and like they're in shock and then they like get up, but this dude was.
Is
Did
it
you
the thing
reenact
where
what he
you,
did?
He flatlined pretty quick. He
Oh,
did
Did
a
you do
couple
the thing where you went like this and you went clear and then you jammed your dick in its ass?
he went
Aw.
and I pet him. I pet him
Aw.
as he passed to the beyond.
Good for you.
And
Yeah.
today I dragged him by his hind legs and I threw him across the street so he didn't smell in my yard.
Wow. It's a lovely story.
His soul lives on through you like a little bit, a little piece of it. It's
That's why I have this.
Yeah.
It's in honor of I didn't name
When
him.
you-
I
when you-
didn't want to get too close.
When you touched the deer for the first time, did you like go into shock and then see a flash of all the history of the deer's past,
I relived the moment he got hit.
like those movies?
And then I relived it last night when I was sleeping.
Oh, man.
And
And you're like,
it was
and then you're like, no, it wasn't an accident. It was a murder.
what? It could have been. It could have been.
I picture it playing out like Freddy Got Fingered. You've seen Freddy Got Fingered?
With Tom
Yeah.
Green?
Yeah. Remember he hits the deer
Oh, yeah.
and then he starts eating out of the deer's carcass, and then he wears the deer and runs around in the street.
I started as he passed to the beyond. I sang the circle of life. Just
AKA the deer?
arms in the air. I sang from the line.
It's-
Oh, I thought you said you
circle.
banged the circle of life. I didn't know what that was.
No, I sang.
Who's this Chad?
That was like me, dude. I took off all my clothes and I was just in the yard.
You sent him off to heaven.
And
Just
this was the last thing he saw was basically this insanely sculpted man dancing around him barefoot with traffic passing by.
dude, awesome. Quite the
Yeah.
story. You guys have seen this guy before, by the way, like the meme?
The Chad meme, yeah.
The Chad meme. Did you know he's real?
No.
This is a
No,
real
it's-
dude.
No, it's
What
not.
the fuck?
He's real. That's an actual real dude.
Can you
First
even
of all, you're
imagine
showing-
if you were
you're showing different pictures of a guy. I'm pretty
you
sure.
sure it's not AI?
I'm pretty sure.
Look, come on, dude.
Like, who's built like that?
No, I think he just that looked a little funny. I think they touched these up a little bit.
Maybe a little.
Who wants that type of hourglass? Like that's like a Barbie doll. Like, pull me in on the waist.
Hang on, let me. Yeah, maybe that looks a little fake.
No, dude. Did people do that one or no?
Well, hang on. No, these are. I think they're real. Look, that looks kind of real.
Is this what? Is this what angels look like? If angels were real, do they look like? I mean,
if he's real, let's find his name.
Because
different guy.
Well, this is his YouTube Instagram account. It's just I don't even know what to believe anymore. It looks so fucking crazy fake, but I think it's real. Anyway, he tweeted, or what do you call it on Instagram? Post? I don't use Instagram, but he tagged the Giga token, the Giga Chad token, which is pretty cool. He's been around since before that, and I just thought that was pretty interesting. We'll pretend like he's real.
Okay.
But he's real. Token. I mean, I'm going to zoom in a little, and then we can make it fit the narrative. Hang on, let's do this. He's real. He tweets about it. Token Giga Pumps. It's super. Let me get it on screen even better. Hang on. Token Giga Pumps. After he tweets about it. You know what? I'll say this. I don't have a lot to say about it, but that kook motherfucker, Kook Capital, that man can pick him. He was calling Giga really, really fucking early, like 20 mil. 20 mil, something like that. That's one guy I listen to his calls, and he is one of those shitty ass influencer dudes, like a shitty one, but his calls are really good. Called Nero, probably at 20, 30, 40, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, basically Lemon. Yes, yeah. I started doing TA right around here. First laid my eyes on it, pulled up TradingView. So it's about how that works. Anyway, interesting shit. I got some more meme coin fuckery to get into today. But let's get to market stuff, because today was actually an interesting day. We have CPI readings in from the U.S. UK also this week, too, and I don't know when that is exactly, so maybe those numbers are out. I think they matter a little less. No offense, guys. But inflation down 2.9%. Jody, is this a world of stuff you understand?
No. And it's been, I think it's the lowest it's been since like 2021.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to figure out, and I think I read this, and that's why I'm asking who knows it better. It's a rolling 12 months. I didn't realize that. I mean, they do measure month over month, and going by that, July's actually up. Inflation's up 0.2%. But if it's a rolling 12-month period, which is what I think these numbers are, they report down. So, I mean, what does that mean? Like 12 months ago? You know what I mean? Like what's the right way to say it? Whatever. Fucking numbers are down. I don't give a shit. It's better.
Yeah. Let's just, I mean, without getting too far into like the rolling and all that stuff, I would just say this month inflation hit 2.9, which is the lowest it's been since, 2021, which is sort of a good sign.
But also it's up this month, which is bullshit. I think they're fucking with us, man.
What do you mean it's up this month?
Yeah, I mean, again, July, it's actually higher. Like, again, not the, I'm getting
this month isn't July. This month is August.
Well, yeah, but the numbers come in for their July numbers. So in July, it's the July CPI numbers that are reported in August, just like in July they were reported for June. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I mean, clearly, guys, I don't fucking know. Yeah. Oh, much better, Henry. Very good. Dude, what's up? I mean, again, something is funny with your camera, right?
Who knows?
Why don't you have the rugs behind you?
Because I'm alone in my store, so normally I hide behind the rugs to do this. But if I'm alone, then if a customer comes in, I need to. It'd be weird if I was just ignoring somebody in the store.
Yeah, and just chatting about rugs.
Yeah, dropping F-bombs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Talking
hang on.
Your dick and a deer.
Per Lemon, the inflation numbers are a lie, though. They've messed with the basket of goods over the decades that comparing the numbers hold little weight. No, it's so true. Also, I think when I looked, I think the month-over-month numbers are not including the cost of food and energy. So it's only including like housing and I don't know what else they count in there. So it's like the numbers are mostly fucking meaningless, and you see how manipulated everything is. What does it matter? Okay, you know how it matters? In the same way, you'll love this, Joe. In the same way Kamala Harris is the coolest fucking thing ever, just because people will it to be. The numbers are just fake. They're just there to get you feeling a certain way about the economy. If they wanted you feeling a certain way, they would show you a different looking number somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Believe it. Believe it. Sure. Anyway, Kamala Tonight, crypto for Kamala Tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you I'll say this. I have been planning to stream. I will almost definitely be streaming tonight. I'm fucking beat though, so part of me doesn't want to, but that's where you got to power through. You just got to power through that shit. I'll probably be streaming tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You guys are welcome to come, obviously. Zoom call. We'll listen in. I actually, funny enough, I was picturing just audio, and it's a Zoom call. It should be on video. It's going to be Mark Cuban. It's going to be fucking Adam Schiff. Funny fucking thing during the Trump interview. Whoever's running the Kamala account is so lame. They're like, oh, aren't you guys tired of this? They're like, well, if you're not too bored, we're ready to announce Adam Schiff speaking at Crypto for Kamala. Like, it's the weirdest fucking out-of-touch thing, like anybody gives a shit. But they tweeted it. It worded a little different, but it was fucking weird. So that'll be tonight. Shifty Schiff. Yeah, that'll be. I'm curious to hear. I would like to hear anything about that. Market not loving CPI. It's not that it doesn't like it. It just doesn't give a shit. It's just we're hanging. We're treading water. Bitcoin 59, ETH 26 hundo.
USDC up.
USDC up.
Damn.
No, USDC down.
Well, I just meant over the last week.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
Look at that.
If you were a USDC investor, GG's. I mean, you did it. Yeah. Speaking of, actually, there was some cool news about USDC. Did any of you happen to catch it?
Missed it too.
Oh, you missed it. Darn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, USDC payment coming to iPhone soon, like right in your Apple Wallet.
Oh,
It's pretty fucking cool, man. It's pretty fucking cool. Now it says open to payment chips for third parties, right? So it's not just USDC, it's all kinds of stuff. But this tweet is coming from the co-founder of Circle. So probably worth paying attention to. Yeah, it's great, dude. The crypto adoption is really ramping up. We also got a MetaMask MasterCard debit card. Again, pretty fucking cool. Some cool news today. This is only in the EU and UK, and it's just a couple thousand people to start. It is a pilot. But later this year, I think, open to everybody out there. I hope here in the States, too. It's on the Linea blockchain, and you can use USDC. You can use, I believe, Tether and wrapped ETH, which that's a weird one. I wouldn't want to use ETH in the same way you wouldn't want to, you'll regret using Bitcoin back in the day. I just wouldn't be buying shit with ETH these days, but, people going to do what they're going to do. Good news, though, right? It's good for the industry. It's good healthy growth.
very good news.
Yeah, we're happy. We're happy about that. You pouring a nice, tasty beverage, Joe? What exactly is going on?
Yeah. I had to make it. Yeah.
Like a shaker? Or you like a bartender?
Yeah. I like it on the rocks.
I dig it, man. Okay. What else? A couple little markety update kind of thingy things. Morgan Stanley reports owning 5.5 million shares in BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF. It's a bunch of shares. What are they worth? Maybe it's not a lot. What are they worth? Like 30 something bucks each?
Oh, is that how much they are?
I think that's what the increments are. And it's why, like, that might be, use that number loosely, but it's why the ETFs are kind of interesting, is that people can buy a share of Bitcoin. And again, it's like 33 bucks worth or what, whatever. It's kind of cool. Also, the top Bitcoin ETF, I think it's iShares, $20.5 billion in, I think it's iShares holds $20.5 billion worth of Bitcoin.
Is
That's
that
about
a big ass number, is that right?
50 Bitcoin, give or take.
Wait, say again?
If it's $30 a share and they have 5.5 million shares, it's about 2,700-ish Bitcoin.
Okay. That's a damn good number. Okay, help me out with more math. If iShares owns $20.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, how many Bitcoin is that? That sounds like too big a number. I can't. It doesn't sound right.
Is iShare grayscale?
It might be.
It's about 341,000 Bitcoin.
So that doesn't sound right, does it?
That's a lot of Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, hang on. I do have this saved somewhere. Hang on. I'm going to look. But either way, it's a fuck ton. So maybe it was volume. That could have been it. I wasn't sure from this tweet. I think it was a Nate Garassi tweet.
Maybe 1.5% of the supply.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's definitely not that. The real standout, though, is the next closest ETF, non-Bitcoin ETF, by the way, was like 1.5 billion. I'm going to assume it's total volume then, but it's not even fucking close. You know, the demand for Bitcoin via those ETFs is fucking astronomical. Like it's such a huge amount. So great to see. But I have not peeked. Did we look? I don't think we looked at ETFs. So I'd like to peek at that. Few days in the positive, I know that for sure. But yeah, anyway, point there is Bitcoin ETFs, your top performers already this year, just smoking everybody else. Like absolutely fucking smoking. Love to see it, boys. Yeah, just peaking yesterday, 39 million inflows yesterday. That's Bitcoin. And ETH, 24 mil. I dig it. People like they like the crypto, huh? And then we have 10,000 Bitcoin from the Silk Road that is being sent off to Coinbase Prime. That's a lot. That's a good chunk. 600 mil just about. And assuming that gets liquidated here, right? So
God, doesn't it feel like, you know how like they always say that the government just prints dollars? Like, doesn't it just feel like they've had Silk Road fucking Bitcoin just forever and ever? It just always seems like they're just liquidating 500, 600 million. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Dude, remind me, have you ever been on Silk Road? I can't remember if we've ever talked about that.
I've never been on the dark web, but I've like YouTubed like scary stories of the dark web while I'm like going to bed sometimes. And I put it on and like, you know, love to fucking get creeped out by that stuff. So I've never been on. I've gone to as far as to be like, go to the Onion browser, like, I'm going to push the button to download it. And then I'm not, you know what I mean? Like,
you didn't do it?
No, I didn't do it.
How many you guys listening to? How many of you were ever on Silk Road? And then maybe step further, who's made a purchase on the Silk Road?
I've been on. I have not purchased.
Were you tempted though, just to try it out?
No, it was like this. I don't even want to say scary is not the right word. It's just like hard to even believe that there's that whole ecosystem that operates where you could buy heroin and hitmen and just like any and everything you could think of.
Without incriminating anybody, when I went to VCon, I knew someone that brought an ounce of weed on their checked baggage. And I've heard this before, like even before weed was legal in a lot of places, that like I would have friends be like, yeah, I brought a shitload of weed. And I'm like, what are you, fucking crazy? Like you're okay with just risking that, you know? But a dude that I know brought an ounce of weed to Cali from wherever they were, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like
it's legal there. Why not just go buy it out there?
Well, I know. I don't know. I don't know why he didn't buy it. I'm not sure. I'm just saying people do it. It's fucking nuts.
Dude, I know guys who will fly with mushrooms and stuff. I'm like, again, why do you chance that shit?
Why chance it, dude?
That's scary.
Well, you can fly out of New York with weed.
Depends if you're flying to a place that weed's illegal.
Well, what's interesting is the local authorities have said that they will not, because it's legalized, they will not waste their time prosecuting.
Okay.
Now, if TSA decides, like, okay, for instance, in Buffalo, the Buffalo police chief, which I think technically it's the NFTA that handles the police, the airport. NFTA, whoa. Yeah. Niagara Frontier Transit Authority or something like that. But they've said like they won't prosecute because it's legal there. So then it becomes whether TSA would prosecute federally. And for like, if you're bringing pounds through, it's a whole different story. I used to bring like my vape pen through, no problem. I've brought nuggets through, no problem. Yeah, where you land, if they, obviously you're not going through security there, but if you
walk by a fucking cop with a dog and they start going crazy, I'm just saying it's kind of like crypto, right? you don't know what the fucking rules are rock solid. So I'd rather not risk it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather like I don't know the clarity on the situation, so
There's
I'm
good
not
resources. Yeah, there's good websites. Like if you're ever looking like, hey, can I bring weed from here to here? It'll give you the local laws. If it's decriminalized, if it's legal, is it legal medically? Yeah.
is the website like High Times Advice or something? You know, I'm like, I'm not gonna trust some bullshit is all I'm saying. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
You know, I brought a pen with me to Portugal where it's not legal.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize I had it. It was in my backpack. I left from Buffalo and I was like, oh shit, man. I just went through security. Nobody said anything. But I didn't know I had it. If I did, I wouldn't have brought it.
No,
I had it.
No. It's interesting. The whole everything now that it's legal in a lot of places, it's definitely weird.
Trying to think about flown with
Lemon. I at the time, and I'm gonna look that up because
I love it. Lemon called you out on that shit.
Yeah, he I don't think he's 100% correct on that.
Wow. All right.
You don't get checked on your way out, says Dead. Just make sure to carry it on board with you.
Lemon
and by a cop with a dog. Yeah.
Lemon and Henry are kind of getting into it. I kind of love it.
In Portugal, recreational use of cannabis is forbidden by law. In July 2018, legislation was signed into law to allow for the medical use of cannabis in Portugal and its dispensation at pharmacies. Portugal signed all the UN conventions on narcotics and psychotropic to date. With the 2001 decriminalization bill, the consumer is now regarded as a patient and not as a criminal.
Yeah. Just want to throw this out there. I don't want to make it always about who gets voted off the show, but Lemon, I would have never have Googled the information to call you out on this show about how stupid you are, similarly to what Henry just did. Just putting that out there. I apologize for Henry's vindictive behavior.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Of course, Henry.
All right. I was gonna tell a story. I'm not gonna now. I realize
no, why not?
Stupid. No, it's it's a bad story. I can't tell it here.
You want me to tell a story then instead, or are you going somewhere?
No, tell it. I might circle back.
So I was, my computer, my MacBook Air was got cracked somehow. I didn't crack it. There was no I didn't drop it. Just started to go crazy on this show. If you remember, if you were watching the show, I was like fucking freaking out because it started to go wackadoo. This was before I went away on vacation, came back and was going to bring it to the Mac store, the Apple store. And so I actually ended up bringing it today, but last night, so like the computer that I brought on vacation was my wife's work computer. And so I was very careful not to go on any illicit sites for my own gratification, if that makes sense. And so just like YouTube and all that stuff. But when I got back home, like my computer was here. And I was like, well, sure, it's blurry. Sure, it's not like the greatest quality pictures. And I said, you know what? It's been about a week since I've, got to explore some adult sites and then just take my body to the wonderland. You know what I mean? Like just spank off to some porn. And so in the middle of watching this, the computer screen got all jacked up, all completely blacked out. And I was totally freaking out because today I was going to bring it. We had an appointment to the Mac store for them to fix the screen. So I dropped it off today. They're fixing it, but I'm not sure whether or not when they open up the MacBook and fix it, whether or not it's just going to have some pornography playing.
No, dude, is this a real story?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. That's a little nutso.
Okay. I mean, let's. It's not that cool of a story. It's not that interesting of a story. It makes me look like a fucking scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, let's say that it's not a true story and move on. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility that it happens. I hope that it's not. I was like trying to navigate the computer, like all you could see was the top, like sort of banner, and I was trying to make sure I clicked like Chrome off, you know what I mean? So that the browser would go off, like, because I was like, oh shit, well, I shut the computer down. Maybe when it comes back up, if they hit restore, like who knows what happens. But I'm hoping that I've shut it down enough where they don't, open up the browser and check it out. But it's more of a possibility than it should be right now. And yeah, I'm not pleased by it, but thought I would share that information to you in the audience, I guess.
I hope they find it, just honestly, because that's a more fun version.
Yeah, me too. I mean, no, I don't. Yeah, me too. Yeah, now that it's not, because in my head I was picturing when we get to the Apple Store that they open it up and like somehow like it just starts to play. And my children were with me and my wife was with me.
No.
And I was like, oh shit, but now it's been taken. It's probably going to go to some factory, and if they open it up and some, it starts to play, then like, I'm not associated with it as much as I would have been if it was just at the store, real time. So
bummer. Yeah. Total missed opportunity here. God damn it. Still rooting for porn to show up when they fire it up and get it working.
Yeah.
Hopefully they tell you about it too.
Yeah. Or like they find me or something like that.
Yeah.
Although you want to hear good news.
Yeah.
The screen, I went to two places. I went before vacation because I was like, I'm going to try to get it fixed. But they were like, it's going to be $500 and whatever to fix it.
Fuck out of here.
In 5 days or something like that it's going to take. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to get it fixed now or whatever. Or I had to schedule some appointment for it or whatever. And so the guy was like telling me, this place I went to today said I got it for free because it was covered under my, my warranty. So nice. I may have just saved like $500-600, just by meeting the right person and going to the right store. If I went to the other one, I probably would have got charged. We'll see if I do get charged still. They said that it's possible, but they said it was going to be $0.
Man, at like $500, you're getting close to it's like a car repair. It's like, should I just buy a new one?
I know.
It's getting close,
I know.
God damn. Well, hope it works out well. Still hope they find some seedy shit on there.
Yeah, I mean, if they look hard enough, they'll find they'll find it. But it's one thing to find it in the depths of your, in the depths of your whatever hard drive. It's another thing when you open it up and it immediately starts to play,
right.
Millie Morgan's, whatever porn that was on. So yeah.
All right, this is super random, but just gets me in my feels a little. Reminds me of like we talked yesterday, like the good old days in the trenches in VC war room shit. Actually, we were talking about that this morning too. You guys remember this is gas yesterday, by the way. It was I'm trying to remember if it was a multi-year low. It was pretty fucking low. Do you guys remember 2021? It got so low you couldn't transact. Do you guys remember? There was one morning I got up and I would get up really fucking early in DGen, and you couldn't buy shit because gas was so cheap it would throw an error at you.
That's weird.
I don't remember it being so cheap. I just remember being so high that you're like, holy fuck, I'm trying to mint this thing and it's like another 0.04 or like 0.06 ETH.
Yeah.
Or you undershot it and it just spun forever. So you know what I mean? Like it was never so cheap that you couldn't get it. It doesn't make sense to it would be like I have too much gas to get to whatever location that I had.
I'm actually seeing if it can. Do you think Google can find a tweet from like 4 years ago? Like, do you think if I search it'll come up?
No.
I'm checking.
Maybe I was gonna say, can like OpenAI?
Yeah, you could find it, but it would be like it would take the whole show.
I'm separately gonna search on the side. Like it was absolutely 1000% happened, and it like blew my mind. And I remember tweeting about it too. Again, it was like, MetaMask wasn't optimized back then. And again, it was so low that it would throw this error at you. And it wasn't because it was expensive. It's because nobody was doing shit. And there's a few people there that were replying and couldn't believe it too. But it was, any of you guys remember that, by the way? I mean, you guys watching, like, again, it was.
Like when in 21 would it have been?
And how can I also say, how does it get more expensive? Because doesn't it get higher if there's traffic? So if there can't be traffic involved, then how, like, doesn't it just.
I think he was saying it was dead.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But Yoda, it's dead, so you can't transact.
Well, that was just MetaMask, and that's not counting anywhere else. You can, kind of I would assume off of MetaMask, somewhere else that's, still transacting. And I think if you went and manually adjusted gas, it would be fine. It's if you took the automated settings,
okay,
right? And so what it would throw, it just couldn't like fucking comprehend it. It thought it was an error, and it would kick you back an error. But full on, there was NFTs I was trying to buy, and I didn't know enough to manually adjust stuff, and literally couldn't buy. And again, thought it was me at first because I just didn't know it well, and it was just gas was that fucking low. So, I'll look for that on my own time. It just I was curious if anybody remembers that, but yeah,
Good time to mint an NFT project or do some airdrops or something.
Yeah.
Cheap gas right now.
Shit, I do see a lot of tweets out there from early 2022. People talking about
Hudah,
super cheap gas.
Are you bringing that up because today gas is at an all-time low? Is that
Yeah. Well, and I don't know, like, kind of in context how like lowest since whenever, but last night actually very, very, very fucking low, like 6 cents, or Gwei was at 6 cents. Dirt fucking cheap. Dude, ETH is fucking dead, isn't it?
Yeah.
God.
But like,
you
what's
worried?
their like? What? No. Just nobody's using it right now. But no, not worried. Because like I kind of look at like ETH and L2s as kind of being one and the same, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it should be.
I
I
found
guess
some
you
tweets,
mean-
by the way.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'm not worried about anything in crypto.
Yeah, this is April. Oh shit, that's actually this year. So it happened this year. So
you don't have enough ETH in your wallet to account for that.
need gas to buy gas. But yeah, it's just wait, hang on.
That's not right. That
Nope,
just means that you
that's
don't have
just
enough
some dummy
ETH.
that's poor.
Yeah, he didn't have enough in his wallet.
No
to
offense,
con-
George, if you're
All right.
watching. Anyway, dude, I've been like going down memory lane in my head a lot.
It's a good time to
Just
do
got me
it.
thinking
It's dead out there right now.
Yeah.
Dead. It's in some ways it's kind of nice. Like, of course, like you love that feeling, but I don't know. It's dead, but I'm not worried. I remember being dead and selling art blocks for under mint price.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like we've learned, like, yeah, it's part of it. Just go touch grass, as cheesy as that sounds. Like,
Or buy some shit. Or buy some, like, once it gets like to be like, oh, squiggles are worth $50. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why not go buy a bunch of weird shit that you're like, okay, I can go get some stuff now.
I think the hard part is like the shit that I would want to buy that I would have conviction will go up are not like $50. You know what I mean? I feel like the things that are going to go up are like the blue chips where you're putting in 5 figures. Although, like, what are mutants at? Are they like 1.5 to 2.5 ETH?
Yeah, probably in that range. I feel like 1.7 ish. Let's
that's what I was thinking. It was like 1.7. Like, dude,
There we
if
go, yeah.
I didn't care at all about my ETH, I'd grab a Doodles.
Still
Honestly,
too high, dude.
yeah.
It's all still too high.
It could be, which is why I'm really not touching much of anything. But like, yeah, I feel like a Doodle. I feel like an Azuki at 4 ETH is crazy.
Oh yeah.
I think apes are still overpriced, but I feel like a mutant. I don't hate it.
Speaking of which, anybody have any idea why Ape's kind of running in the past day, like 11 ETH? That's the highest I've seen him in a bit, right? Maybe a couple months, but like Yuga's one of those collections or Bored Apes that sometimes when they run, it makes me think there's some like insider info. You know what I mean? Like that just happens in that collection, like the bigger ones. But
yeah.
I don't
look at
know.
that.
Maybe it's nothing, but
I mean, it's sort of we're at a point now where I think anyone that was going to make a move, sell their shit, you know what I mean? Like, are probably shaken out now. You know what I mean? Like, we're at a point where I don't think, there's much conviction and anyone that, was going to sell has sold. You know what I mean? There's no real reason for anyone to be holding other than they have conviction or they like at this point with a lot of those collections. So that's cool.
yeah. Ordinal's looking okay. Actually pretty fucking green in NFTs, which I like. Yeah, ETH stuff. Generally
What's nice
up.
is like we just haven't even seen. I just feel like we haven't seen anything yet. Do you know what I mean? As far as like real action, it's been a little bit. Pre-halving was when we were seeing like madness in ordinals. Lasted for a little bit of time. I think we're just like patiently waiting. It like literally, if there was one sector to throw some money at, it is what you're looking at right here. It's ordinals who never really had their time to shine. I think that's like That's the wise money. Like if I was smart, if I was smart, I would unload part of my Bitcoin bag into some ordinals right now and like easy, like not even greedy, easy 2x, easy 2x. Throw Bitcoin in and you know you're getting 2 Bitcoin out of it. Like I don't even want to say with certainty, but like it just seems like it makes a lot of sense. My problem with that is I know how I am when things get tingly and they're fun and you're like, ooh, 2x? No, fuck that. Let's wait for the 5x.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like just content having Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But dude, these prices are
so tempting,
stupid.
right? Like
for a chain that just has not seen its heyday yet. It hasn't, man. There's still so many people that fade ordinals. There's so many people that never got in on the pump. There's so many whales that never swept these floors up and did all their fuckery that they did on ETH. They didn't do it yet here.
Like, can you imagine a scenario really where puppets aren't 0.18, 0.19? You know what I mean?
No.
Like to your point about a 2x, it feels like free money. Again, turning 1 Bitcoin into 2 is so spicy.
I can't see puppets not at 0.2, 0.3. I can't see node monks not at 0.2, 0.3. I can't see quantum cats not at a half a Bitcoin. Like I just.
Why can't you see that? I'm not sure why not.
Because.
Could we put because I'll give the devil, you know, like
I'll give the answer first. Yes, because So I think because the past is some indication of the future, right? So we've seen the cycles and we know that like right now, like doesn't really matter when you think everything's dead. It's typically temporary. There's going to be a new market that the liquidity shifts into. And I just don't think we ever saw that liquidity shift into ordinals because at the height, what did we have? 6,000 people degenning in ordinals.
Basically.
We never got the full momentum of degens over to ordinals. So I think it just never got its time to. I just don't think it popped yet, and I think it just makes sense that it's going to. All these other collections already had their speculation. Maybe even multiple times in their cycles, 21, 22, obviously 23, a bit of a dud, but Pudgy's ran. I think in 23 was when Pudgy's ran. I feel like Bitcoin's like the uncharted territory. Oh shit! I just had somebody pull in. I'm gonna
do you think? In Draco, it is a great question, and beyond that, it's so fucking reasonable.
Yeah,
and that's why it doesn't make sense. It's too reasonable, and when people get so greedy, and they will absolutely—it's not even a question. They will absolutely get greedy again. So why would ETH whales make the same mistake as in? Why would they go buy an overpriced JPEG? Right? Who's going to buy that high in a seasoned with seasoned NFT traders? Those exact same seasoned NFT traders. First off, most of them said PFPs are dead, and for certain they're not. But these same guys are going to get greedy and caught up in the, oh my God, there's definitely a 2x here, but they're going to do that thing. The, oh shit, I think there's a 3x, there's a 5x, you cannot help yourself. You can't, because I know I'm going to do it too when things get frothy again. And bro, they're going to get frothy. Like it's the, all-time high coming, all that good stuff. And all those points, Draco, they need the real altcoin push. Yes. Alts need to run all of it. Alts need to run. Bitcoin, it all needs to run. None of this happens on the NFT side until Bitcoin all-time high, alts 5x, all that has to happen. But the fact that it feels like it's automatically going to happen, and maybe that's a mistake to say it's automatically going to happen, but I think it is. Just the headspace that puts you in, like, to me, it's just an automatic thing. People are going to get stupid and spend reckless, and yeah, I mean, there's just nothing that can convince me that it won't happen. Pump.fun is another example of it happening again. People buying into all these meme coins at these astronomical market caps, thinking they're going to $1 billion or $2 billion or $3 billion, and it didn't happen. But they did it again. They just did it in a different sector. So, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I will say Sol degens aren't in Bitcoin. A majority. It also a good point. I think they say that, and I don't think their money is going to be where their mouth is when push comes to shove. I think every crypto trader or NFT collector is going to be in Bitcoin because that's ultimately what all roads lead to. Everybody's going to end up wanting a whole Bitcoin, and that instantly puts you in the Ordinals ecosystem. You're just a couple clicks away at that point. Everybody's going to want a full Bitcoin. A lot of people never had crypto until they got into NFTs, till they got into the, into Solana, into ETH NFTs. And all of a sudden, Bitcoin's a reality for them now because now they're here. We'll see.
No, I mean, yeah, okay. So playing devil's advocate and kind of, following what Draco was saying is that like we could just say that, people that were involved in NFTs, learned a valuable lesson that they went to shit, you know what I mean? And 99% of them suck. And so buying another NFT on a different chain might just seem like I know the ending of that story already. And so I refuse to do that. And so, for me personally, I'm like, and there's not a lot of Bitcoin people that are native to Bitcoin that feel like they're involved in a lot of these things. So it just seems like there's a holding pattern. Like maybe the holding pattern ends up with NFTs being popular again, but it does seem as if there was a time where ordinals and there was a little bit of FOMO going on, a little bit of excitement, a little bit of juice, and it just never materialized. And that sort of feels like now a lot with a lot of the crypto majors just not being able to push past a lot of these milestone all-time highs, and it's sinking back down and almost feeling a little bit of like this sort of sad, mundane, like kind of dragging down a lot of the price action. So that's what I'm saying. For me, there's a lot has to happen right for these NFTs to have any sort of like sustained positive price action, I guess you could say. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think it's written in stone that ordinals are going to be a thing. It could be ordinals are just the next thing that people try to get people to buy, but they'd rather just buy actual Bitcoin and not put it into some weird art that they're not thinking is valuable.
Yeah. Still, I think we're giving traders too much credit, too much reasoning skills, and too much credit for being smart. Like traders suck. Traders are not are not good traders. It's the FOMO shit. Just God, what it does to our brains. I still include myself in that. I know I'm going to be tempted to chase all kinds of shit. I will. Keep in mind, all of this also means new mints got to be popping off. New mints that do make you 5Xs, 10Xs, like crazy shit like that get you in that zone. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna go play in the puppets ecosystem, go flip those bad boys. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully sooner rather than later. This is pretty fucking cool. BTC. Basically, wrap Bitcoin over on Base. Sounds like we're going to get a whole budding Bitcoin ecosystem on the Base blockchain, which is super interesting. I like it. Jesse, was it Pollock? Tweeted about this too, just his like admiration for Bitcoin in general. And I think it was like looking forward to this really playing out on their chain too. Again, super interesting. Other places use Bitcoin off of Bitcoin. Interesting. I'm trying to picture what that looks like on the Base blockchain, right? Again, is it like Emblem Vault in a way, right? Like rare Pepe's in a wrapper, and then on ETH, is that what we're possibly looking at over on the Base blockchain?
Who knows? I have not been plugged into Base at all. Know nothing about it. Are you at all knowledgeable about Base?
To a degree, right?
Yeah.
Like I've bought some stuff on it. There was a cool token claim yesterday. I don't remember if you ever had one of these, the Base introduced.
No, did you claim it?
These? Oh yeah, I've got a few of them.
Okay.
These were free, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember if this was like a year ago or maybe not quite, but yeah, free to claim. And as of, yesterday, day before, if you have it, you got to claim at first 250,000 based tokens per NFT. It's now down to 25,000 per token. And it's not an official Coinbase crypto, but it's a, community-driven meme coin. And I don't know. I smell a little opportunity over there too. I think, Base meme coins have not come anywhere close to their potential. Like nowhere fucking close. The idea of a token named Based doing well over there makes a lot of sense. Last I saw earlier, like $4.5 million market cap. And again, there's no TA you can do on this, but I would like to think there's $100 million market cap coin called Based over there, and honestly, maybe higher. Always, like I say, always picturing that peak euphoric part of the market. That price, that market cap making sense there. But yeah, guys, if you got these, definitely good. do some digging. Yeah.
There's some there's price action still going on Solana though, huh? There's a lot of these coins that are actually doing well.
What, Solana NFTs?
Yeah. Oh no, Solana coins, shit coins.
Yeah, a much less degree, right? It's really consolidated to the big coins, and even those are down. But man, the shitters are dead. Like the pumped out fun stuff, dead. I think the top token is it Michi, I think, is the top Solana pumped out fun token. It's like $100 million market cap. It's cooked, dude.
How's Mother doing?
Oh, dude, good question. I want to peek at that.
How's Mother? How's Daddy?
All right, give a prediction. Market cap for Mother.
For Mother, I'm gonna go 42 mil.
Okay, I like that. Oh my god, dude!
What is
like
it?
Spot 91 or 41.95 mil, dude. That was good.
Thank you. Let's do Daddy now.
All right, what do you got?
I'm gonna go 60. Well, I'm gonna go 69. Let's go 69 though, or 69 mil.
Okay. 46.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's feeling pretty different out there. It's like the big ones that are cooking, the ones I still think are going to be massive, like fucking massive when this cycle really gets rocking. Nero.
Yo, have you heard from Worley or anybody about how Pepe was at Beeple?
Yes and no. Worley on Sunday was in the stream. I think she had a great time. I can't remember any specific comments about it. Guy Meta8 who had some art featured there said it was great. So cool. I mean, people loved it. Everything I read on X, people had a really, really great time. Nice. Why don't we get a little more into VCon? Just anything else from that? I think we got into it decently yesterday, but
yeah, I was thinking about it. There's not much cool shit that I can tell. I mean, I would just say that like got there Thursday. The only cool shit was that like got there Thursday. There was nothing really going on. I went to dinner with Gary and my college buddies. Were you able to learn how to show pictures on, when I text you to that picture?
Yes and no.
So there's no point in me texting you more pictures, right?
Well, if you do them on Discord, if you can like DM them, it's way, way easier. But hang on, I still think I can get this working.
That picture sucked anyway, but
I like the picture.
Yeah, I was obviously being a little cheesed out, but there's a couple other ones, but they're all just fucking stupid. But we went to Tao, which is like TAO Bistro or whatever, and we got into like go in the VIP room and stuff like that. And I felt like I was part of like Entourage. You ever seen that show Entourage?
No, I can picture it, but no.
Yeah, it's just like you're the friends of cool people. You know what I mean? Like I'm the friend of someone that's cool. And so like we went to the VIP section, went upstairs at like 10:30. Yeah. At like 10:30, and then all my friends were like my college buddies were like opening up the curtains, and then like the people that ran the place were like, well, let's shut those. And part of me was thinking to myself like, oh, they're probably hoping that people think that cool people are up there right now, but if they open up the curtains, they'll just see a bunch of fucking college buddies of someone that was famous up there. So yeah. And this was I think it was called the mixing room, where like the little the thing around my neck, like you had to scan in everywhere, which I think people were kind of pissed off about. Like you scan these things in and they'll allow you to like empty your pockets every time you went into a different area, which kind of blew.
Why'd you have to do that?
I think it's just for security reasons or something like that. So the first night was just kind of going to Tao, and I grew up a server, and we got there at 10:30. The kitchen closed at 11. Gary was running late, so like they were like just bringing out a bunch of food, and I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? The next day we got like first 2 rows for Gary's kind of like introduction to VCon, so that was kind of cool. It's also fun to see how many people try to like scam their way into these areas. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like one of my buddies would like get her up and like wander, and he's a fucking maniac. But like some guy would come over in a suit and be like, "Oh, can I sit in this seat?" And they're like, "No, dude, that's reserved for family and friends." But like that just happens all the fucking time. And the thing that sucks is that like it's not cool at all. Like this fucking room that we're in is just like you could see some celebrities, like, but I'm not going to engage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to like go over there and be like, can I get a picture with you or
Biggest
whatever?
celeb you saw here, right in this room.
Okay. Ariana Huffington, I saw. DeAndre Jordan, I saw. The guy that has like 150, he's got the most TikTok followers. A guy that doesn't speak at all. It's like Nabby or something like that, but he does this thing like the if you pull up the speakers, I probably could point him out, but he's like the most famous TikToker.
What's his name?
Hold on, I'll find out.
All right.
But I saw him. I saw Adam Rickman, Afion Crockett, which is like a guy that was on Wiling Out. Honestly, a bunch of people I saw that I had no idea who they were.
Is it this guy? What was his name?
Hold on. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like a buddy of mine had his kids with him, so they were like fucking fascinated to see him. So they took a bunch of pictures with him and stuff like that. Who else did I see? Yeah, DeAndre Jordan, Paul Scher, obviously Gary, Jesse Palmer. You know who he is? Like a former football player.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a buddy of mine pissed him off.
No shit. Like
yeah. What's that? Yeah, while we were there.
What did he do?
Can I be honest? I'm surprised. One of my friends is a fucking maniac. I mean, just the biggest fucking scumbag in the world. Like he goes up to girls and like, he'll be like, Joe, let me get your fucking your little taggy thing that you can like scan in and out to give it, and he'll try to give it away, and then you'll like not have it for the rest of the trip because he lost it. He's just out of his mind. He thinks that he's like this schmoozer guy. But
it's a buddy of yours?
Yeah, you don't have to like him, but you gotta love him, sort of situation. But yeah, like he went up to Jesse Palmer and basically was like, "Oh yeah, Jets or whatever." Like, I'm a fucking Broncos fan, dude. You saw, like just completely out of his mind. Like he almost got arrested while we were there. And so like I'm surprised Gary just does not like say, "Hey, dude." He does say like, "You got to fucking calm down." But I would just be like, "Dude, you're not coming next time. Like you're just that much of a liability."
Damn.
But yeah, he's an interesting guy. But yeah, we went to dinner basically every night. Got to see people like stop Gary and be like, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" Follow him around, like be crazy fans, that sort of thing. So that was interesting. That was cool. Yeah, and then like people in LA are just a different breed. You know what I mean? Like I repel from celebrity like getting involved in any of it. Some people are just absorbing and doing everything they can. And so yeah, I was surprised by just how that looks. And I can't really get too far into it because I don't think I can like call someone out, that was being kind of silly there, but there definitely was some moments. Oh, you know what I can say?
Silly?
They're not like celebrities, but like they're like influencers that have like multiple hundreds of thousands of people. There's a guy that was in. So all my friends are like, just crazy, I would say. And so I'll send you a picture. I don't know if you want to put them up just so you can see them, but there was a guy in there that was taking pictures of hot chicks in the mixing room.
Yikes. And
like sending them off. And then my buddy was like, he looked at him and the guy looked at him. My buddy goes and like called the guy out. But like we're in a green room. It could be a celebrity. And I know that the guy was like a CEO of some major corporation or something like that. So like, it's just fucking crazy that we're like mixing, like we're rubbing elbows with these people and potentially ruining business like relationships if they realized who the fuck we were. Just a bunch of losers that are like going out there and like calling out people's bad behaviors, you know what I mean? Or coming on this show and being like, "Oh, that guy was fucking acting really weird," or whatever.
Yeah, drop a name. Who was that? Who's the CEO?
Oh no, I don't know his name. I don't know, but I did look him up, and he was a guy that if I did mention him, that would kind of be not cool if I did.
All right, give a hint. Sector.
I'll give a hint. A business guy that I don't think, well, I don't know if he was speaking or not. So he was involved, but he may not have been speaking. So that would be my hint. Okay? Is that good?
Doesn't
There
help
was
a ton.
There was another guy that was really cool. Me and my friend were hanging out with him, and I was like, oh, look at that dude, because he's kind of an interesting looking dude. And I was like, oh, look at that guy. I bet you he has a huge cock or whatever. And then like in the mixing room, we were just joking. We're like, yeah, that guy's got a huge cock. And then we were like, I was introduced to him, and like he's the only guy that, I guess he's a celebrity, but not really. But I was chatting with him quite a bit. And then when we went to go see T-Pain, which we got into the VIP room of T-Pain, he was standing at like where you walk in, like where security kind of like checks you. He was like standing, well, he was kind of like hanging out there. And I was like, oh, hey man, how's it going? He's like, oh, good. I'm just waiting for someone to try to get me a bracelet. And I was like, yeah, good luck with that. You know what I mean? And after I said it, I was like, oh shit, I wonder if that came across dicky. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, good luck with that.
It sounds like it the way you said it right there.
I know. But like, it was just me, my college buddies, Gary, his fiance, and a couple like old people, like Gary's parents, and then like a couple other people. So like the guy wouldn't even enjoy himself back there, and we were so fucking far away. Like, it was, what's the point? Last year we were on the side of the stage with Busta Rhymes. Like, it was fucking awkward how close we were. And if you didn't know the words, you're kind of just like, you know, like you're trying to like look like you know what's going on, but you're just like, I don't know.
Yep.
And so, but like, I was like, oh, and the reason I stayed the extra day was I thought possibly I'd meet T-Pain, maybe take a picture with him, and then like bring it here. But we only got the VIP section. We didn't like go and like visit with T-Pain, where last year with Busta Rhymes, we were on the side of the stage. We went back to his green room. We all got introduced to him, and kind of like, I didn't because I left. But yeah, like I thought it was going to be that type of situation where T-Pain was just like, we saw him perform in the VIP area, which I thought was cool, but you know, I'd rather meet the fucking guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, absolutely. As far as like panels or like speeches, any of them stand out? Like, what was your favorite?
Like I said, I went to Gary's. There's a commencement, like the opening one, and I went to the closing one. Is
the closing like a keynote? Like, is that the?
Well, that's the one where he was like, "This isn't the last VCon," and I would say the cool thing, I guess, from my perspective, was he did mention me in the speech.
Oh, what did he say?
So one of his things was he had slides up, and the slides were of his different characters and like attributes or whatever. And so one of the attributes was courage. And me and him went to Jamaica one year for spring break, and we jumped off a cliff or something like that, like you know, like water. It was on the bottom, so we were like cliff diving. What's that?
You held hands? I hope.
Probably. I mean, honestly, we probably did. And then he said he was like scared or whatever. He's like, yeah, you know, one day I went to Jamaica and I was looking at you, my friend Joe over here, and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And I was like, fuck, you know, like just not wanting to be part of that at all. But he did mention me in that speech, which I thought, I guess, was kind of cool for other people, not for me. But yeah, so I went to those. And then the other one, the only other one that I cared about was I saw fucking Thread Guy in the line to get it. Like the dev guys were helping people kind of come in and out of the venue, and Thread Guy was there. And I was like, fuck, I should go over and talk to this guy. But then I was like, I fucking hate this guy, kind of. And all I would say to him is like, hey, let's do a selfie. Let's chat. I have a show. I fucking rip on you. You know what I mean? Like, that was the vibe that I thought I would put out there. And then I went and I saw him speak like a little bit. And he was on a panel with, I think, two other people. Jaron, I think I talked about this, but he was all fucking like laying back, like just, I don't know if this guy feels himself a little bit too much. But I was just like, what the fuck? I saw some people with selfies of him kind of being like, he's a real down to earth guy. But like every moment that I see this guy, I'm like, what the fuck am I, you know, what is he doing? And I didn't see him in the green room. So I was like, you know, I didn't get a good chance to fucking
like get to really meet him and
yeah,
feel out
and
what's
I'm
he
not
really
sure I
like.
wanted to. I'm not sure if I wanted to.
Yeah, interesting. I don't know why. I don't give a shit about meeting people, obviously, but I'd like to get a better feel for him, for Mr. Thread guy.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it would be interesting to meet some celebrities. It just never seems like a good idea. You know what I mean? Like it never seems like it's someone interesting enough where I would want to do it, or I just feel like I'd be bothering them. You know what I'm saying? Here, I'll send you
it's
another
always
picture.
yeah, nice. All right, yeah, it's always a little awkward. Cool update though, man. I mean, again, it sounded good. I kind of like Pepe Fest. I've only heard good things about it. I didn't hear anybody complaining about the lack of NFT land and just general like NFT what's the word?
Yeah, there was no
Exposure,
inclusion of NFT shit at all, basically.
but nobody
So
complained really, right? Not that I heard, other than like kind of here deep in the community, it's like, it'd be nice, but
yeah,
I've not heard that it was really a problem. But I'm wondering what the next iteration looks like, and if it's happening again, does VCon evolve to more of what it is now, like deeper in the not NFT Web3 stuff, or does that side grow so much that it still all merges, which is where it's heading anyways? So
yeah, I mean, all I know is the only time I heard NFT was when Gary was talking about it at the end of like the last day or his end of the VCon speech. So
well, okay, so then that kind of brings me to what I was curious about yesterday, like a State of the Union from Gary on NFTs. You knowing him, like, do you know what he thinks about NFTs like currently?
No, I think that it's gotten from he was interested in it on a level of a degen to I'm going to work really hard on my NFT project, like kind of having a singular focus and kind of like, checking out all the people that I know that were NFT speakers were people that were like the artists for the NFT for the Gift Goat stuff. I did see a guy with a chrome squiggle sweatshirt on and a whiff, the hat stays on shirt. And I was tempted to be like, does anyone fucking know any of that shit around here that you're aware of? But I just kind of was like, walking by.
Yeah.
I sent you a picture.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, Henry.
Did you make the sale?
I had to load up some vinyl planking, and then I had somebody coming in looking for some carpet tile. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You did good work, boss man.
Yeah.
All right, I got the picture. Thank you, sir. I'm going to put that up here. Also, another video. We'll end it here, but another video of Rasmer. Well, I'll play it in a second.
On this guy?
Yeah, the content dude, just doing his thing. All right, what is this? What are we looking at?
Oh Jesus! How did you do that?
Do what?
It seems like that's not the actual background.
You know what it is? I'm still kind of new to the iPhone. Like I held it down, like my finger on it, and did copy, and it made it a sticker. Like it pulled out the background. So you're in front of a VCon. Like, is
that your bro Irregular there?
No. So the dude where he's got his the white t-shirt dude besides me, that's Muhammad Ali's godson. And his dad was like a famous photographer that took like 90% of all the Muhammad Ali pictures. The person that's not on the screen right now.
Oh, my bad. Hang on, which guy?
The white shirt. That's not me. Yeah, that's Dustin. His dad. I think the t-shirt he has is his dad's picture, which is a Muhammad Ali shirt. So like when I went to college with Gary V and Muhammad Ali's godson. And the fucking college was the shittiest piece of shit school in the world. So it was fucking bizarre. But he lives out in LA. The dude with the blue on is just, his name's Eric, and he's from Boston. We went to school with him. And the dude at the end is Moose, which is kind of famous because Gary always shouts him out in whatever stories.
I feel like I've heard that before, him talking about Moose.
Yeah. And he's the dude that I mostly hang out with.
Which one of them? Oh, you can't say. Was one of these guys the one that got a little out of pocket, a little wild? No,
it's not.
Oh, okay.
No,
your face tells me it was Moose.
No, Moose is, it wasn't Moose. It was another buddy of ours. Yeah, like, so, and it sucks because like most of these guys have like pasts that they're like, they can't do anything stupid. You know what I mean? And like the other thing is we don't drink or smoke anymore, really. A lot of us, just because we've had like such issues in the past with like either drinking or drugs. So like most of us are really clean now. And so like if any danger or legal issues pop into our way, it's a little bit more so because we could probably get into more trouble than the average fucking person.
Including you?
No, I mean, I was arrested, but I was, you know, like all my shit was kind of wiped because I was so young and I was, you know, I was fine. So yeah, no, I'm a good boy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Good shit, dude. Henry, anything you want to throw in here before we kill it?
No, it's a nice picture.
Yeah. I love it. I love getting the stories too, man, by the way.
Kongs
cool.
was missed, bro. Kongs was missed. A lot of those, the NFT land is fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like it's just way cool. And
it's an energy, right? Like just
the vibe, the energy. They bring their own sort of stuff that's really cool to do. There's a lot of networking, which I thought was really cool, where it's like where you're just having like, you know, like there's a Cheetos thing this year. You know what I mean? Like not as cool. There's like those businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Did
that,
it feel like it would have been cool to have like the Kongs or other NFT projects? Was that
100%? So like, so you walk in, the hotel was really close to everything, but like the stages were, like I think you could walk one way to go to four of the stages, and the main stage was, and another out one was like where you kind of use your thing to swipe in, go through like a security whole situation. And then you walk down, and then there's all the booths where there was like a swing, there was like a bunch of cooling booths, but like a Cheetos booth, a fucking Gary's garage sale was the only thing that was kind of cool, but like it did need the NFT land, in my opinion, just because there's fun games. Like there were like smaller versions of the things that we did. Like Alien Friends had like the basketball thing. Like there was a smaller, more condensed version of it this year. Wasn't as exciting to me. So like the NFT lands brought their own sort of vibes and cool shit and things to explore, where I think that this year it was missing those things. Yeah. So in my opinion, it was missed.
maybe next year?
Maybe. Or
cool.
whenever it is.
All right, we'll end with this video. It's a smoking chicken fish video again, kind of like his last one, but I'll drop a little announcement here. Breaking news. Well, Lemon got his NFTs finally here. And by the way, if you were on the Crypto Slam NFT whitelist and did the claim, you should have your NFTs, guys. If you don't for some crazy-ass reason, just hit me up, DM me. I'll make sure you're taken care of, so do that. Announcement today. You'll see more info about this coming up actually later today, and then over the next few days, many days. There's a lot more to come, but honestly, so fucking cool to announce these three guys here. Nate Garrissey, who you see him all over X talking ETFs. He is the ETF guy with his own show called...
That might be the guy that was taking naughty pictures of the girls in the green room.
It's possible. We'll ask him, because Nate will come on this show at some point. We're working out when he's going to come over on Chain Reactor. We'll get his ass over here too. Cool guy. Here's Paul from Troon Technologies. Awesome guy as well. I've talked to him before. And then Oscar Ramos, who makes content here on SlamX, does his own amazing content, which he'll continue to push in that direction on his channel. Crypto Insights, whatnot. Awesome guy. Got like big following, but really into like degen meme coins and like the major ones. Really knowledgeable guy. Awesome guy. All three of them really awesome guys. So expect to see a lot more of these three, especially on SlamX in one form or another. And
when's
again,
TGE for the Slam token?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm waiting to hear more details like you guys. Exciting
Yeah.
stuff. Sounds like it's coming, but yeah,
I mean,
cool shit.
You work for them, I guess. So
Well, we're not putting out a token, but it looks like the Slam Foundation might be. So I hope they'll tell me when, you know?
Yeah, me too.
So, but yeah, again, more cool stuff. Again, I think there's a press release coming. And again, more info. Of course, follow Nate. Stay tuned to his account to see what he's doing here on SlamX. Cool fucking dude. All right, let's check this out. Razimer and guest appearance. Check it out.
I'd like to teach you about the prophecy of the Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish.
Oh, why are you here? I just woke up.
Dev made Pump Fun, tried to rug it. Our pastor made this an official
You
church.
launch this shit?
No. I don't launch Pump Funds, bro. I'm a supporter of existing communities.
Why do you have a fucking picture of Handsome on it? How did you find her
He
address?
actually...
Is this the girl you were telling me about the other day?
What? No, this is my friend Audra. She makes smoking chicken fish.
Your friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have friends in Web3. Thou shalt hold so he's richer than thou that sold. That's how we sent to 150 mil. So we have believers.
Don't stalk people and show up to their fucking house on one of the commandments. Take your fucking card.
Let's go. Let's go.
Alright, can you leave? I got fucking shit to do, dude.
All right, see ya.
Alright, bro.
Yo, you going to VCon?
Dude, get the fuck out of my house. Leave.
Okay,
Get the
fuck.
fuck out of my house.
Follow me or you're getting liquidated. Everything's pumping, but you're still getting liquidated if you don't follow me. Follow me or you're getting liquidated.
I'd like
Web3, baby. It's so good.
So dumb.
It's so good.
The content's so cutting edge.
Yeah, really.
It
dude,
gets
really.
it's so funny. It's like no matter what you think, cringe, awesome, everything in between. People watch it. And honestly, people watch it because their bags depend on it.
Yeah,
I feel like the Joker is like Joker's like the people deserve a better class of criminal or something like that. I very much feel like that here.
Yeah.
People deserve
Henry,
better.
I do want to apologize. I'm always like, oh, you're going to all these like, conferences, and I'm like, you should be creating some content for the show, but like, it's just too awkward to be like, hey man, can you do this weird interview with me for a second? Like, it's just not fun,
Although
No,
picture
it's-
him doing exactly that, it'd be kind of fucking funny.
It would be amazing if but like, we're
Just
not
don't have
really
that personality.
I was thinking about
You
this today though. Like, we're doing this show almost every day. There's really not much we're getting for doing this show other than like the fucking enjoyment and like the community aspect. So like to go that extra mile and like putting our fucking reps on the line or whatever seems a little bit hard. You know what I mean? Like if I was getting paid, maybe I'd be like, oh, hey, DeAndre Jordan, can you be like, or hey, Gary, hey, why don't you say like shout out to like Edge or something like that? No, not Edge. He voted for me. But like shout out to somebody cool that likes Joe. You know what I mean? Like non-fungible idiots or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, I mean, it's like, okay.
It'll be worth your while at some point.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Right now, it's like, what are you saying, NFTs? It's we're here for the community.
Stagnation.
Yeah, there that too. Yeah, that works. All right, guys, have a great fucking rest of your day here. Subscribe here to SlamX Official. Also, make sure you're checking out Inside NFTs, guys. Be on the lookout for live stream later today with Kamala for crypto for Kamala, whatever the fuck it is. She ain't for crypto. I'll just say that. She hates crypto. Maybe not. We'll find out. Anyway, be on the lookout for a live stream later today. Guys, we will see you tomorrow, maybe without Joe. Yeah.
I think, yes. Yeah.
Is tomorrow the day?
I think it might be, yeah.
It would make sense. You voted him off. It's like Big Brother or something. You voted him off. You get what you voted for. You got to deal with the consequences. Me and Henry tomorrow. Guys, we'll see you.
Careful what you wish for.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make $1, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots, we live in the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
That was yeah, I don't know if that'll get the video taken down again. But it's not a like
that?
Olympic
The
footage.
Olympic?
Yeah, that's the competition in Australia to like make it to the Olympics.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if this show doesn't work out, we can always move to Australia because I think we could be on the Olympic team for breakdancing.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
I love her though. I think it's so fucking funny. Unless like there's all these things. There's people talk about some real shenanigans how she actually got on the Olympic team.
Yeah.
But then I think some of that's already been discredited too. So I don't even know what to think. She ain't good, but also I think it was amazing she did it. Like big supporter of everything that happened there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Why not? Why the fuck
Why
not?
the fuck not? Be a
Yeah.
supporter?
Anyway, you guys gonna be listening tonight to Kamala, whatever.
No.
Yeah.
No.
If she were on it, would you?
If who was on it?
If Kamala was actually on it, would you?
She's not going to be on it.
She's
Is
not
her
even
name
on it, dude. It's Mark
Kamala or
Cuban and
Kamala.
I think it's Kamala.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. I don't listen to politics at all. I'm not like involved in it.
Huh. All right. No,
I'm
that's
not
fair.
a MAGA-tard or a libtard. I like. I just don't dig it.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
by
I-
the way. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No, I was going to talk about like one of the guys that was in the green room thing.
Don't be a pussy.
No, he was. Yeah, it was a little person. So I was like, oh shit.
Oh no. I mean,
Yeah.
oh great.
Yeah. He was cool.
Another time. Another time. I hope.
Look how happy Henry is right now.
Oh, dude, he's literally
He's such an
salivating over there.
What a fucking asshole, man.
I'm not even laughing at that. That's so
Dude, your eyes started glowing like,
No,
like
you
the
weren't
back of your
laughing.
room.
You were just so happy. It's just like so happy. It's unbelievable.
God.
Oh shit. All right.
Issues.
All right. I gotta
Anyway.
get on my drive.
Yep.
I gotta get hitting the road, guys.
You
I
don't
don't
gotta-
know if there's an issue
no,
with your
no.
phone. I
Hold
tried
on.
calling you like the last 2 times on my way home, and you just ignore me.
Who, Joe or me?
No, you
Me?
You ignore my text too. When
You
I'm
know
like,
what? You want to know why? Like, honestly, I never see it. My phone is always on do not disturb mode. And on an iPhone, I don't even get the notifications. Like,
Yeah, but
nothing.
don't you look every so often?
Almost never. And it drives my wife and kids crazy. I look a couple times a day, but at that point, too many Discord servers with notifications on, too much. It's like there's dozens, if not hundreds of notifications. So I just don't even look.
So tomorrow, the voting off situation, I do think tomorrow will be the day that I take off.
Okay.
I forget, but I do think that tomorrow works for me.
You could do a solo stream?
No.
Damn.
I think there's some situation that I have to deal. Like I
Oh,
can use the quality time. My wife was like, "Oh, that's great." I'm like, "Is it great?" I'm like, like today's show, it would have been just like it would have been Hudah because Henry was like taking care of fucking carpet business the whole time. But
Gotta pay them bills, bruh.
yeah, and if we do it weekly, which I think we should, like it's just gonna be me with a day off.
No, I'm gonna try like hell to get
Campaign.
voted off.
You can try, but for whatever reason, I think that
No,
I don't think you guys get this.
I think my
pretty-
annoyance level is on another level from you guys.
I
So
think you're way underestimating it because I'm going to make a good case. People still haven't seen the two of you. I think it's going to be me regularly.
no, it's gonna be me, clearly. So I'm okay with that, and I'll just have to I'll have to tone up my rhetoric, to try to get those days off. But it's just gonna be like me one day a week less. Which
I
will
want
be,
that.
I know, I do too. But the interesting thing,
No. I don't want you one day less. I mean, like, I want one day less.
well, I know
So-
you do. And the thing that I'm hoping is that like with me one day less, it's gonna be like, oh, Henry's like fucking like completely checked out doing something. Everyone's gonna be like, maybe we shouldn't fucking have voted Joe off because
Yeah.
basically there's no show anymore because that whole situation is fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what's tough is one of my main sales guy, he
Yeah.
just had his hip replaced. He's like 64. And so he's out for a while. So normally like he would be here, Kelly. Normally he would be here, and so without him, it's
You know what the sweetest thing is? When I told my wife, I was like, yeah, I was voted off, whatever. And she's like, oh, that's great. I was like, well, obviously I care a little bit, you know what I mean? And she's like, you know what it is? I bet you the audience just knows that you can take it better. Your ego can take it better than those other guys. And I'm like, No, but thank you.
I want to meet your wife, and I would actually love to hear you guys having a conversation sometime. Like you guys sharing feelings.
If
and
I
shit.
even told my wife that I got voted off the podcast, she'd be like, "What podcast?" You do
Before
a,
every
you do
show.
a fucking podcast.
Before every show, my little boy comes up to me and runs up. He says, "Break a leg, Daddy," and has to give me a hug and a kiss. So
That's adorable.
yeah, they know I'm doing it.
I swear to God, okay, this would never happen. I think it'd be cool as hell to get the kids all on a podcast. It's probably super weird, but I think it'd be so fucking funny.
Oh, we should have our kids fill in for our spots.
Just even for a segment. But I can't
That would-
imagine.
Oh, I bet one of my kids would love it.
You
Oh,
think?
really?
Yeah, I think Nora would like it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she'd like
Dude,
it.
get Nora on here. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, she would love it. Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should. The hard part is Joe's is so young, it wouldn't.
I know.
Actually, that would make it kind of funny as hell.
I know.
Because
But you can maybe you can do it with them. Like it can be a little partner collab thing. But also it's like it'd be fun if I gave like my girls like the talking points and they were sitting here trying to actually like really do it. You know?
that would be
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Bitcoin's at 59.
Yeah, exactly. I'll pay mine to do it too, and they'll do it. Like I'll give them $50 or something. Maybe it's probably got to be more.
They
but
need to
I'll
do
pay
a
them to do it.
bearish.
A bullish bearish.
Maybe you
Yeah,
can pay
with,
him,
like,
Oh, I
some,
love
like-
it.
some,
maybe
like,
you can
I
pay him
don't
in
know.
some coins, some altcoins or something like that. Huda.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The family token.
Yeah, give him a
Yeah.
family token.
Yeah, bullish bearish with the idiot kids. Something. Yeah.
All right, I gotta fly.
Yeah.
All right,
See you boys.
All right, love you, dudes.
Peace.
Later,
Love you.
dudes.